Good early morning, everybody. It's 10:13 in the morning. I wanted to get on here and do some video news. I want to keep you up to date on what's going on with this COVID-19. I just got a news bit from my local news that talks about the British Prime Minister. Let me see if I can find it. I think his name is Boris Johnston or Johnson. This was updated over 2 hours ago. You'll have to forgive me. I just got up. Let me see here. Anyway, the British Prime Minister, Mr. Boris Johnson, has tested positive for COVID-19. And he's showing mild symptoms by the leader of this article here, by the lead into this article. And it says here, he has tested positive for the new coronavirus, but remains in charge of UK's response to the outbreak. So he has it, but he's still in charge of their half of the outbreak. He is 55, but he said today that he was tested for COVID-19 on the advice of the chief medical officer, after showing mild symptoms involving a temperature and a persistent cough. Quote, I've taken a test that came out positive, so I'm working from home. I'm self-isolating, and that's entirely the right thing to do, unquote, he said in a video message posted to Twitter. So he does have a Twitter account. And he goes on to say, but be in no doubt that I can continue. Thanks to the wizardry of modern technology to communicate with my top team to lead the national fight back against this coronavirus. And it goes on to say he is the highest profile political leader to have contracted this virus, and his positive test comes at the end of a week where he effectively closed down much of the British economy and introduced strict curbs on people's day-to-day movements in an attempt to stem the march of this outbreak in the United Kingdom. And he says, Boris Johnson, #stay-at-home saves lives. And before I continue reading his post from Twitter, I want you all to use this hashtag. #stay-home saves lives. And that's the truth. And he says in his Twitter, over the last 24 hours, I have developed mild symptoms and tested positive for coronavirus. I am now self-isolating, but I will continue to lead the government's response via video conference as we fight this. Together we will beat this. Stay home, save lives. And he says, the way it will get through is, of course, by applying the measures that we have heard about so much. And the more effectively we comply with these measures, the faster our country can get through this epidemic, and the faster we'll bounce back. As well as thanking everyone, the public services, and their amazing national effort, Johnson also praised everyone who is staying home. That's the way we're going to win, he says. The government said that if Johnson is unable to work, Foreign Secretary Dominic Raab will replace him. Johnson has met in person with some senior ministers and officials this week and has appeared at press conferences alongside his top medical and scientific advisors. Earlier this week, Prince Charles, the heir to the British throne, announced that he had tested positive for this virus. So yeah, I think COVID-19 is starting to hit some of the biggest names that we've heard about, including the Prime Minister. So, yeah. I haven't heard much around here because I keep the TV off. I've been playing games like I always have been, and I wanted to let you know what was going on. A few days ago, Prince Charles had tested positive. The Prime Minister has tested positive. All I could tell you guys is to hashtag stay home saves lives. And I'm doing whatever I can to stay on top of it. So I'm wishing the same for you too. We'll talk at you later when I get more news. Just want to let you know I'm alive and what was going on in terms of the Prime Minister and Prince Charles. I'm out. Bye.